How's it going, gamers? Just wanted to write out a few long-form notes about what the devs have shared regarding upcoming improvements and features in Creatures of Sonaria. This includes some quality of life updates for Trade Realm coming out this Friday, plus a look ahead at what's planned for the next month or two. Trade Realm will be getting its final batch of updates for the time being, as the team starts shifting focus toward upcoming events and features. First off, Shoom depositing will be added to the drop party chest. This should help increase the number of reward balloons that spawn, especially since a lot of players, myself included, were popping tons of balloons last weekend and getting nothing. Hopefully this improves that experience. The market stalls are also getting a bit more informative. Now you'll get notifications when someone buys something from your stall, and there'll be a clear indicator once everything's sold out. Peer-to-peer trading chat is also being added, so whenever you're trading using the classic method, a private chat will open between you and the other player. Another welcome change is to the slot auction system. Right now, queue times can be painfully long. The team looked into vote skipping, but that comes with its own issues, like people possibly abusing it to push certain slots forward. Instead, the devs are reducing the auction timer to 30 seconds by default and adding 30 seconds back in if someone places a bid. This should help keep things moving much faster. They're open to more ideas on this though, so who knows what else could change. Performance is also getting a boost. Some improvements have already rolled out, but this Friday they're taking it a step further. Performance mode will start loading out players who are far away from you, which should really help folks on low-end mobile devices. A lot of the lag in Trade Realm right now is tied to how many player avatars are being loaded at once, so this should ease that memory pressure quite a bit. Moving on, the Disaster event is coming back using the classic format, mission creatures and an event shop. A new disaster type is being added too, Hurricane. Details are a little hush-hush at the moment, though apparently it keeps blowing away during testing. No joke. They've got their engineer from Florida working on it, which feels oddly appropriate, honestly. LSS is set to begin on June 13th, will run for 4 weeks. It'll be a familiar format to last year's, but with some influence from the 2023 version to create a solid hybrid. As for den making and territory system expansion, that's currently scheduled for June. The plan is to deepen the scavenging and resource systems by letting players build dens, store food in them, and even block off cave entrances using moss or vines to keep unwanted visitors out. This should add more ways to defend your space and give players more things to do while raising creatures. At the same time, territories as a game mechanic will be getting a revamp and expanded functionality. One of the more exciting things coming a bit later is the addition of NPC creatures. Apparently, the devs found a way to implement these without hurting performance too much. The first phase will include NPCs that carnivore players can hunt, which should add a lot more interactivity to surviving. Regular meat spawns will still exist, just not as often. The goal is to make it more engaging. They're aiming to start with around 4 different NPC types, each with unique models and behavior, like some that only show up at night. This is tentatively planned for July or August. Oh, and before I forget, aquatic resources and nest crafting is almost done. They're working on making all the underwater objects functional when attacked or bitten, and the new expanded nest models and their recipes are being finalized. Shout out to the environment artist for pulling overtime on that and a canonical release and Trade Realm last week. You might even see this update as early as this Friday, or if not, during the second week of the Disaster event. All in all, lots of cool stuff on the horizon. I'm not a dev or anything, just keeping track of what's been shared so far and passing it along. Hope that helps.